Hello, welcome again. Today we're moving on in chapter 1. We're talking about writing expressions today. So today's math is actually more about reading and writing than it is about doing like computations and calculations. And that can sometimes be a little bit difficult to wrap our head around. The overall goal for today here is that students will translate verbal phrases into mathematical expressions. And what that means is that you are going to turn something that is like a sentence, right? Words. You're going to take a sentence in English and you are going to convert it to math. You are going to convert it to an expression in mathematics. And so it can sometimes be a weird mix to make that happen. And so we'll do our best here. It's going to be one of those skills that we learn over time as we are learning in our mathematics here. But we hopefully want to try and set up a couple of things here to make it more successful for what we have to do in the future. So what we have here is some keywords, right? All of these things right here are things to be looking out for, words to be looking out for that mean certain things in mathematics. So, for example, with addition, when you read words like sum, plus, total, more than, increased by, all of that is going to be translated to your addition sign right there. Whereas if you read words like difference, less than, minus, decreased by, that's all going to translate into a minus sign. You're subtracting the two things together. Words like, I'm just picking fun colors. Words like times and product and multiplied by are going to translate to a multiplication. Remember, right? When there is no symbol in between parentheses and a variable, right? This implies multiplication, meaning there's no actual symbol there that's telling us that, but that's what's supposed to be there, right? This right here is 1/3 times x, where x is some number, okay? And then finally here, the last thing, I'll pick a new color, let's do purple. The division, if you see words like quotient, divided by, divided into, that's where you're getting your fraction bar. Remember, fraction bars, division, same thing. If you see 2 or like 10 divided by 5, that's how many 5s going to 10. If you see 5 divided by 10, it's how many 10s going to 5. 1 is 2, 1 is 1 half. There we go. So some keywords, things to be looking out for. When we are reading a word problem and we need to convert it into something that is a mathematical expression, some of these words are keywords and phrases that we use to imply their addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Okay. So let's move on and do some examples together here. So we're going to write an expression for this. Okay. A piece of ribbon, L, right? That's an L. It kind of looks like an I, but it's an L. We'll go like that. Make it look like an L, right? That's definitely an L. A piece of ribbon, L feet long, is cut from a ribbon 8 feet long. Write an expression for the length in feet of the remaining piece. And so what we need to be able to do here is create an expression that represents this part right here, right? The remaining piece. And the key to all of this is understanding what we've just read, right? We need to really understand the situation in order to be able to create a mathematical expression for it. So let's think about this, right? Let's draw a little picture, because sometimes, in fact, oftentimes, pictures can really help us understand something. So we have a piece of ribbon, right? Here's my ribbon. That's the end of the ribbon, right? Looks like ribbon, right? Yes, it does. So there's my piece of ribbon, okay? And that's it. It's got to be like crinkled at the edge there because we tore it off something, so it's got to be crinkled. By the way, this is why I'm a math teacher and not an art teacher. This is my piece of ribbon right here. The total length of this ribbon is L, right? Meaning it is some number. No, I'm wrong. Don't listen to that. I'd edit this, but I can't. The total length of this is not L. The total length of this is 8. Because that's what it says right there. The total length of the ribbon is 8 feet long, and we're going to cut off a section that is L feet long. So if I take my scissors, there's my scissors. That doesn't look like scissors. We're just going to erase that. If we take my scissors and we cut right here, right, this distance is L. Because it is some distance. I don't know how much that is, I just know that it's some distance. So we need to create the mathematical expression that represents this. Well, if I'm cutting something off, I need to think about which operation am I going to use. Well, starting with 8, and then I'm cutting some off. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. I'm going to have to go with subtraction because I'm taking away. Then how much am I taking away? I'm taking away L, so 8 minus L. So that right there is my expression that represents this situation up here. We're cutting off L amount from the ribbon. And that's all I need to do, right? Now, in the future, we might ask some follow-up questions like, I cut off 1 foot, how much is left? And then you'd say, you plug in 1 and you'd say 7 is left. But we're not doing that right now. We're just getting practice writing the expressions, converting things.